Well, that was certainly a doozy of an interruption, but I'm glad we got the ship fixed. Seeing as how we got the time to kill, let's review some useful skills. Side somersault. Turn quickly in the opposite direction and jump to do a side somersault. You'll use all the momentum from running to jump backwards high into the air. Well, there it is. Next, let's look at Bowser's Kingdom. Architecture, statues, Bowser's Castle. Wait, he got his own castle? Man, we gotta help those two. Anyway, welcome back. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Super Mario Odyssey. In the last episode, we took on the Lord of Lightning at the Ruined Kingdom. In this episode, we're actually arriving in Bowser's Kingdom. So let's get to it with some great music. Time to infiltrate Bowser's Castle. Oh, I love what they did with Bowser's Castle in this game. I'm actually going to be quiet for a while, let you guys enjoy this music. Okay. Sorry for being quiet there, but like I said, oh man, I love what they decided to do with Bowser's Kingdom in this game. Deciding to kind of go for the Japanese influence and all that instead of the how it usually is with, like, you know, the whole lava layer and all that. I mean, I don't know if they'll bring it back again, but I certainly hope they do. Oh! Ooh. Sorry about that. Please, Joy-Cons, don't jump ship on me now. I forget what those, I think they're called, like, ogres or something, but I just call them, like, Japplefwomps. I just kind of like that name a bit more. But just like the whole Japanese influence, it's such a nice new take on the Bowser Castle sort of thing. It's great. Anyway, next story mission, Smart Bombing. Okay, anyway, let us head up here. I'm trying to remember something, but I can't... I don't know what it is off the top of my head. Like, there's a part of me that kind of... Have you ever had, like, that kind of, like, nagging feeling like you're supposed to be remembering something, but for the life of you, you just can't? I'm having that right now. Like, there's something I know I need to be remembering, but I can't remember for the life of me. It has to do with, these videos, though, so it's, like, kind of like, you know, I would really like to remember it, please. But for whatever reason, my memory is locking me out of it. Well, that's one thing that's annoying about having memory problems, is like, things can get locked out of my head so easily. Like, I can kind of, like, sometimes I can, like, remember fractions of things. Like, sometimes I can remember how something made me feel, but I can't remember what that thing was. Like, I was talking to... I guess if you guys watch my Donkey Kong playthrough, you may remember someone named Calamity. I was talking to her a while back, and so she told me there was this one video that she likes a lot, that, like, makes her laugh, but I couldn't remember what it was, because I remember she told me that exact same thing before, but I couldn't remember what it was. But all I remembered was that it it gave me a bad reaction. Like, I couldn't remember what it was, but I remember I didn't think of it positively. but I couldn't remember it. But then once she finally showed me the video, like, it kind of came back to me and all that, but yeah. Like, it's just kind of weird, like, I guess how selectively my memory is. Well, I say selectively, but that kind of makes it sound like I'm doing it on purpose. Obviously, I'm not, but yeah. But yeah, I can't remember what it was. It's such a shame. Oh well. Hopefully it'll come back to me later, or it's just not important at all. Ew. Big brutal. I like that actually. I never noticed that. Like, it's kind of like a, you know, spin on like big brutal battle. It actually, have any of you ever be kind of like one of those people who, accidentally, says their T's as D's? I think that's kind of like a problem with, like, Americans in general. If I recall correctly, I'm not 100% on that, actually. Can we please not do this right now, Joy-Cons? Please. I may have to take a break. This may be where I have to stop the recording session if my Joy-Con's gonna be acting up on me like this. But anyway, what we have to do next is get past this main courtyard to get behind the main gate. And so there's actually, you have to defeat the 2 final Brutals. And, you know, pick whichever one you want first, I guess.
Heh, the boss wasn't kidding when he said you two are persistent. But I owe it to the family to do to all the Brutals to come at you with everything I got.
Alright, now we have Topper. And he's really no different, it's just... Actually, no, I don't think he's really different in, like, any capacity. Except he may have more hats. I don't actually remember his original boss fight. Because, like, oh gosh, when was the last time we did fight Topper? Because we fought him at least, like, once more before... after the Cat Kingdom, correct? I can't remember, actually. Okay, yeah, here you go. He has, like, a lot more hats. But you can just, like, mash the Y button on the Joy-Con to get rid of that. Oh, I should move. Huh. Oh, I think I heard him. Because you can hear he does like that. Yeah. I have no idea what he's trying to achieve by spinning from all the way back there, but okay. And there we go. Yeah, Topper can be pretty easy, though. In his final phase, he can occasionally get a hit off on me, just because, how close I have to, just how close my Cappy has to be to him. But anyway, let's come over here, and we have to deal with Harriet now. Yep, the wedding's almost here. The boss is getting ready and the keep up ahead. But you two can scram because you're definitely not invited. Alright, last of the Brutals, Harriet. I don't remember what's different about her either. I think she's just more aggressive with her bombing strategy. Oh, now it makes it sound like it's like extra violent now. Like now she's just like a carpet bomber. Oh well. Okay. And... whoa, that was like right in my face! That could have hurt me! There we go. And like before you could prematurely end the phase, you could just toss the bomb up from where she starts off. Toss the bomb up from where she starts off. Usually I try to avoid these smaller bombs because she's a bit more accurate with those, in my opinion. And plus you have to be like right in front of her to avoid them. Or not to avoid them, to knock her back at her. Because if you come at her from the side, they just fly off like that. And... whoops! That's not good. I thought she was going to target me a bit better than that. Nope. Oh, wow, you saw how homing that was? Wow. I didn't realize they had, like, slight homing abilities, actually. Where are you gonna start? Oh, over there, come on! There we go. Okay, just one more hit, and we can continue along. Let me just get some distance between us. That's not gonna work. Ah, there we go. I don't know, maybe the trick is to, like, throw Cappy the bombs, like, right as she's throwing them. Before they hit the ground, basically. But yeah, that's the last of the Boodles, then. And for our rewards, a Power Moon. Big brutal battle is now complete. Alright, and now we're basically getting into what's basically the second half of Bowser's Kingdom. And we get some different music as well. I have to be quiet again, I'm sorry, it's too good. Alright, there we go. Okay, and let us continue on up this time. Oh man, but it's so great how, like, they eventually switch over to being so high energy with the second half, as, you know, we're getting close to the end now. We're actually besieging, Bowser's castle, so... So yeah, it's pretty safe to assume that we're getting to endgame already. Not that endgame, the Mario endgame. You know, actually, I never saw... I think I mentioned it in a video before, but I never saw Avengers Endgame, and I frankly have no interest to. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I guess with the... I think it's like, what, 22 movies that makes up this, like, whole giant arc or whatever. I've seen all the Iron Man movies and the first Avengers. And that's it. And frankly, I have no more interest in the series. I'm not saying that they're bad, it's just... It never tickled my fancy too much. Not too much for me there. Oh, wait, hold on. We gotta, like, take a moment and, like, appreciate this. Oh, that's beautiful. Let's keep going, shall we? Let's head on up to the castle itself. Like, is this really a castle? Anyway. Alright, here we are. You're too late! We're off to our wedding ceremony on the moon! Oh, you thought we were gonna be fighting Bowser? No. Now we have Robo Brew. So it's gonna start off by launching these bombs at you, and eventually it's gonna launch out a Pokio. You're gonna want to use that Pokio to Pokio the bombs back at them, so that way you can destroy the legs. And once the leg platings are destroyed, it's gonna fall down. You're gonna want to kind of keep a distance from it though, because it doesn't always fall in the direction you expect, particularly in the later phases of the fight. But you want to get up top and then ground pound whichever brute is there. And as you can probably guess, this does take 4 hits, so it is a bit harder of a boss just on the sheer fact that it literally takes longer. But after you hit it, it's gonna stomp very slowly in your direction. Pokio, thank you. Yeah, that stomp attack really is like no threat at all. Just, you know, if anything, it's gonna help me later on with something. Okay, now we can get up. You have to be careful. I actually never took the chance to explain Pokio, so I apologize for that. But one thing, Pokios can't poke through metal, so keep that in mind. But anyway, with Pokios, they allow you to poke holes in wood and, I guess, plaster, you can call it, with those walls who Bowser's Kingdom is made up of. And so they allow you to get different places. Pokios are probably my favorite capturable enemy in the game, just because of how resourceful they are and how well they were integrated with designing Bowser's Kingdom. Okay, now it's going to be launching these, I honestly don't know what to call them, but they home in on you, and they're really annoying, actually. So I use the legs of, because like they basically take like contact damage, or they get destroyed on contact, rather. And so I used the legs to destroy them. I'm surprised you didn't like launch them all around them. So you see, this is what I mean by like the legs being more of an asset than a hindrance. There we go. This is gonna be a bit awkward. There we go. Oh, and then the fireworks in the background. Oh, but you do have to be careful, because if you take too long, then you're gonna get thrusted off. But okay, we got one more hit to go. But I also want to get a heart. Heart, thank you. Yeah, there we go. Break them. Break them. Thank you. Okay, we should be safe right here. One Pokio, please. Thank you. Okay, what are you gonna do next? Okay, make more of them. Yeah, you see, like, he didn't, like, make all 8 of them last time. That's weird. There we go. And there we go. Time to do the final hit. Actually, gonna fall forward. Nearly forgot about that. Like, I kind of looked at him and he was falling back, but then I was like, oh, wait. Let us get on up and deal the coup de grace. You know, I wonder if it's possible to be bounced out of bounds by accident by the Robo Brew. Well, at least on the bright side, they had a fabulous death. Actually, yeah, it kind of is a fabulous death, because, my little sister, we talked before about, like, what to do with, like, our bodies after we died, and, she's told me one of two ways she'd want to be, I guess, quote-unquote buried. She actually wants to be cremated, and after that, she either wants to have her ashes, like, included in, like, firework. Oh, I'll finish talking in a second. But I kind of fit. We were one step away, and Bowser flew off to the moon. But we could chase him in the Odyssey. Just roam me on the globe. So yeah, so she either wants to be cremated, that's for sure. But either she wants her ashes to be, like, included in, like, I guess, black powder, I guess, and then we're gonna come here, I think. Included in, like, black powder, and then after that, like, you know, launch them as fireworks. Cheater wants that, which is why it made me think about, like, what happened with the Broods. Broodals right there, rather. Yes, thank you, Cappy, I knew that. Either that, or she wants to have her ashes, like, included in, like, a tree? I don't exactly get how it works, but, like, basically be buried with, like, a tree, like, I guess in its dirt, or whatever. And she wants to be buried with, like, as part of a tree that has, like, a lot of not a lot of flowers. A tree that grows flowers. No, I'm terrible at explaining. No, a tree that grows purple flowers, that's it. I think one tree that we looked at was, I think it's called, like, the, what is it called? Like, the Jacondia or something? I don't remember off the top of my, why is my white button not working? I think it's called, like, the Jacondia tree or something. That grows, like, these really beautiful purple flowers. And, my god, what is happening with my Joy-Con? What is going on? Whoa. Come on now. And so, yeah, so those are one of the two ways that she wants to, I guess, her body to be dealt with after she dies. For me, I'm, I guess, pretty generic. I just want to be buried. And yeah, I guess not thinking too exciting, but you know, I'm a fan of the classics. Man, I don't get what's happening with my, right Joy-Con. Like, it's just not responding to my inputs anymore. I mean, it's kind of responding, but, like, it's kind of weird. Yeah, I guess we're gonna just end off the recording session here for Super Mario Odyssey then, because... Okay, not, like, literally right here, but, like, I'm gonna get the rest of the power moves that I need, but, like, after this, we're gonna probably just call it, because I don't get why it's being all persnickety with me and all that. Because, you know, we're going to be chasing Bowser to the moon, and as you probably guessed, that's part of the end game, so it's like, I don't exactly need a fussy controller on me. Ugh, I hope I don't need to replace these things. Because, man, controllers these days are so expensive, like, my gosh. Like, you can pretty much buy a game with how much it costs to buy a new controller these days. But okay, I failed to mention, but like, the next Power Moon and the last one that we're gonna need is up here and bound where like those moon pieces were. And let's just check our progress. There we go. Let us head back to the Odyssey then, because we gotta get off to save Peach and Tiara. So let's toss them on in. The Odyssey is now complete. So yeah, so the minimum number of power moons that you need to finish the game is 124. Like, that's the minimum number. Obviously, you can go much higher, but it's not gonna... not for a while, it's not gonna reap you any... in-game benefits, I guess I'll say. Bowser's not getting away. We'll chase him all the way to the Moon Kingdom. Come on, let's save those two. And yeah, we're gonna do just that. So, in this episode, we arrived at Bowser's Kingdom and defeated all the rest of the Broodals. In the next episode, we're gonna be heading off to the Moon Kingdom to crash a wedding. So, I'll see you all then.
Here we go, off the rails. Don't you know it's time to raise our sails? It's freedom like you never knew.